Hello citizens and welcome back. This is our match preview for Man City vs West Ham in the Premier League. Make sure to hit like, hit subscribe. Let's jump into it. Yes, unfortunately we have to talk about this team again, but hey, we're on the back of a win. We're on a 1-game winning streak and confidence is high going into this one. No, exactly. Look, yes, we've had a terrible time. We've won, is it 3 games in 12 now? 2 games in 12? Something like that. I'm forgetting. But at some point, it has to turn around. It just has to. The players we have, the manager we have, it has to start turning around. Ironically, the Leicester game, even though we won that 2-0, I think it's one of our worst performances of the season. We got battered in that second half. Our first shot came with Haaland's goal. So we do have issues. And if Leicester were any good, and if Leicester weren't just going to go straight back down, they would have beat us by 3, 4, even 5 in that game because Vardy should have had 2 or 3. We were very lucky with the offside call in the first half when Ortega wiped him out. We were lucky when he missed that chance just before Haaland's goal from 4 yards out. We're playing a dangerous game and we're getting punished for it time and time again, other than in that one. And got to say, Nottingham Forest as well, if Wood had scored that one-on-one with Ortega, we would have lost that game as well. So the games we've won, it could have changed. It could have been so different. And you could say that about any game, but not really because the way we're playing at the moment, it only takes one goal and we collapse. So going into the West Ham game, we do need to still pick things up. Now, unfortunately, Guardiola has been talking in his press conference, the injury situation is not any better. Everyone's still out. So it looks like he's probably going to go with the same team that played against Leicester, which on paper isn't a bad team. But we're playing against a West Ham team that is not very consistent. You have no idea what West Ham are going to turn up. That being said, they are more consistent than us. But again, that's not really difficult. We're probably bottom of the form table. I haven't looked, but we probably are. But West Ham go into this one after just being smashed 5-0 at home to Liverpool. So they're going to put in a better performance against us because that's how football works. And also, any team knows that if they defend their box really well and get all 11 players behind the ball, we're not going to score. Unfortunately for us, Leicester opened up and Nottingham Forest did as well. But West Ham won't. They'll look to hit us on the break and we're going to get punished for it. You can see it a mile off. So we do need to pick up our performances and hopefully this week off and hopefully the new year gives the players a little bit of a resurgence and a little more confidence as well. Maybe they believe in themselves a little more going into it because that's what we need. And at the Etihad, we put in some pretty dire performances this season. The last couple of months have been a joke. The 4-0 against Tottenham or 3-0, whatever it was, I can't remember. The battering against them. The defeat to United was absolutely disgusting. The way we collapsed at the end. And to be honest, the way we played through the whole game was pretty bad. We should know fight. We should know fight throughout the last few months. And I keep saying it time and time again that the performance levels have been low. But also, our ability to compete is just completely gone. And the players don't look up for it. Every single match, the players don't look up for it. That needs to change. And against West Ham, a team that are going to battle us. And a team that don't mind getting first goal. A team that don't mind using their pace. And like I said, they can hit us on the break. They got some players for it. It's going to be a tough game. So the players do need to step up in this one. Every single one. We can't carry passengers. That's the thing. We can't carry passengers when we're playing badly. And we've been doing it for months. We've been carrying like 9 or 10. So big game coming up. And at the Etihad, I expect an improved performance. Like I said, the last Etihad game was, the last one was Everton. We were poor in that one as well. We got a draw, but we were shocking in that game. So look, we need a better performance because the last couple of games at the Etihad, the players have been booed off the pitch, rightly so. The players need to respond. Haaland got his goal. He's ended that goal drought. We got a clean sheet. We ended that nonsense as well. This is a chance now. This is a chance. This is where our season can truly kick off and start. Yes, we've got injuries. Yes, we have issues across the whole park. Yes, confidence is low. We can go into 1,000 different things that are going to start our season even further. But this is where our season can really start and we can start enjoying ourselves again. Are we going to win anything? No. But we can still have fun. And this is where it has to start. Yeah, new year, new us. Hopefully that's the plan. What does Pep need to do? Well, like I said, with injuries to Diaz, Edison's still out as well. I mean, I imagine he's going to play the same team with Leicester. He might change up a little, might give De Bruyne a rest because he keeps switching him in and out. You never know. And maybe he'll put Foden out as well, who I think's been one of those passengers. Against Leicester, he could really kick anyone out because I thought the whole team were pretty poor against Leicester. In fact, no, I disagree. I think Haaland was probably really, really good. The way Haaland played, he was like a prime Harry Kane Haaland against Leicester. And that's saying something, to be fair. But I think he gets a little bit too much hate when he doesn't score. I think he was quality against Leicester. And it showed that he's still up for the fight. Him and Bernardo have been brilliant. So I think he's probably still going to go with the same team. Maybe he'll bring on Walker for Lewis. But regardless who plays at right back, neither of them have been good this season. Vardy, he's forgotten how to defend. So I'd rather have Ake and Neves available. And in centre half, God knows, play whoever. It doesn't really matter. Akanji's been a disaster. The only player I trust at the moment at centre half is Stones, and he only plays 4 games a season. CDM, that's the issue, isn't it? It's the midfield. The midfield is the bigger issue. Well, defence is the issue, but CDM, who's protecting that defence? Who's going to get up and down the pitch? Now, I saw someone, I can't remember who it was. It was probably Mercer or something stupid on Sky Sports going on about how Kovacic isn't good enough. What nonsense. I think Kovacic has been one of our best players since he's been here. I think he's brilliant. I think CDM-wise, defensively, does he do what Roger does? No, no one on the planet does. That's why he's won the Ballon d'Or. But he does get up and down the pitch and get across it as well. He can pass. He can dribble past players. He can get a good shot away too. He does the defensive work. He's a really good player, coach. He's really impressed with him since he's been to the club. And I wasn't sure why we signed him, but quality player. Love him. So he has to play in that role. I know Gundogan's stepped in there a couple of times this season, but each time he's done it. He's got Gundogan, but he's not quite kicked on as he since he's arrived. He's not quite done it. Pep's trying to force him into the team when really he needs to give him a little bit of a break. So Kovacic needs to play in that role. Hopefully he's available. Because, again, who bloody knows with this team? Everyone seems to be injured or ill. Ahead of him, I'd do exactly the same I did with Leicester, to be honest with you. I think Savinho has to start on the left. I think that was his best game since coming to us. And I don't think it's a surprise. When you keep putting right footers on the left and left footers on the right, I know it's the in thing to do for the last decade. But honestly, the way he was getting them crosses in much quicker, the way he was getting past his man, he looked more confident. He was whipping balls into Haaland. And there's no coincidence that Haaland had a few more chances against Leicester than he did against United or Tottenham or Nottingham Forest or whoever, because we're putting crosses into him finally, and we're doing it quicker because we don't have to cut on the inside on our favoured foot. We can just do it immediately when you're with your left foot on the left-hand side. So Savinho has to start on the left. Right-hand side, I'd stick Foden out there. Doku, I think, has had a nosedive. He had a good performance against Nottingham Forest, one which I praised him for. Then Pep took him out of the team, and he's not performed since. Put Foden on that right-hand side, because once he gets going, we'll have a good season again. De Bruyne play in the middle. Why not? Again, has he done anything this season? Not really. He's turned up in parts of it, I suppose. But another disappointing season from him. I know he's been in trouble with injuries like everyone else, but he needs to kick on as well. Stick him in the middle alongside Bernardo. For me, that's the midfield I go with Haaland up front. Like I said, we've had a week off. We've had a week to just digest our situation, come to terms with it, and, watch back that Leicester game and learn from all the mistakes we made in that second half. Yes, we won 2-0, but again, it could have been so different. So hopefully the players have got some energy back, and hopefully they weren't partying on New Year's, because they shouldn't have been. I mean, I'm not saying be united and cancel all the parties, but we're not in exactly a good position right now. We're in January. These players should be playing for their future. I know some of them are going to leave at the end of the season, but some of them need to realise that they're playing in a team that's just won the Premier League 4 years in a row, and they're going to be playing for their future, because we have a big January coming up, one that Pep said that we may sign players. I mean, the other day he said we have to, and then today in his press conference he said that we might not sign anyone, so I have no idea. I guess it depends on who leaves. But there are big players in this team who've won us lots of trophies, and they need to start performing. They need to start performing, and this is where it all begins. Against West Ham, a team that's going to be dangerous from corners and set pieces, and a team that's going to be dangerous on the counter-attack. You've got to watch out for that counter-attack, but we're going to play the high line. We're going to be done for pace. We're going to be done for energy. After the 8th or 9th minute, we're going to look tired. I just hope we hold on. To be honest, we need not just one goal in them opening 10 minutes while we're playing good, but maybe 3. That's. I mean, even then, I wouldn't be comfortable. Look at that final game all over again. It only takes a minute for us to concede 2 goals. We've seen it numerous times this season. Yeah, big game. Thanks for watching. As always, thanks for checking out the video. Really appreciate it. Happy New Year to everyone. Like I said, 2025 is going to be a big year for City. It's going to be a lot of changes, I imagine. Maybe a big year for everyone else as well. Hopefully, you're having a good one. Hopefully, you had a good 2024. Don't let City get you down. I will be going to the game against West Ham. I am going to be there. So again, I might do a live stream like I did for United game and also Everton. I know my phone died after 20 minutes. I'll make sure to charge it this time, but I will be doing a live stream, so make sure to jump along for that. Get some live reaction at the game itself. It'd be fun. That's about it. Thank you as always, and once again, hit like, hit subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. It's tomorrow, the City West Ham game. Wow. Oh, yeah, and be careful. There's weather warnings across the UK if you're watching from there. Thank you very much. See you again. Bye-bye.